Home Minister Amit Shah on battlefield Bengal has just given India Today his brand new interview to Himanshu Mishra. Take a look. Amit Shah responding to Mamata Banerjee.
हमारे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए देश के गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी, आपने नारा दिया था परिवर्तन होगा बंगाल में, और ये भीड़ और आपका ये दावा कि पिछले 3 चरणों में आप 65 से 68 सीटें जीतने जा रहे हैं 90 में से।
जी, यहाँ पर निश्चित रूप से परिवर्तन होगा। मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में 200 से ज्यादा सीटों के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बन रही है। ये आगे और पीछे दोनों ओर जो हुजूम है वो बताता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ पूरे बंगाल की जनता जुड़ी हुई है।
लेकिन ममता बनर्जी कह रही है कि अमित शाह जो हैं वो सीआरपीएफ और केंद्रीय फोर्सेस के बल पर चुनाव लड़ना चाहते हैं।
क्या आप मानते हो कि 50,000 लाख लोग सीआरपीएफ ला सकती है? वो तो कह ही रहे हैं, मगर आप काहे को मान रहे हो? आपकी भी समझ पर काफी सवाल इससे उठ रहे हैं।
अमित शाह जी, अब चौथा चरण है और इस चौथे चरण के अंदर अभी तक कांग्रेस का कोई बड़ा नेता यहां पर कैंपेन करने नहीं आया। क्या आपको लगता है कि कांग्रेस और टीएमसी का कोई गठबंधन है पीछे से?
गठबंधन तो नहीं है, मगर कांग्रेस कंफ्यूज पार्टी है। यहाँ लेफ्ट पार्टियों के साथ लड़ रही है, केरल में लेफ्ट पार्टियों के खिलाफ लड़ रही थी। ना इनकी नीति ठीक है, नेता कंफ्यूज है। मुझे लगता है इसी का परिणाम।
एक सवाल यह है, चौथे चरण में 44 विधानसभा सीटों के चुनाव होने हैं, इनमें से कितनी सीटों पर आपको लगता है कि आपकी विजयश्री होगी?
मैं मतदान के बाद ही बता सकता हूं, मगर हम अच्छी खासी मार्जिन से लीड लेंगे।
सर, एक सवाल यह है कि अंतिम सवाल आपसे कि सीए को लेकर यह कहा जा रहा है कि आप बंगाल में चुनाव था इसलिए आपने सीए का मुद्दा अभी तक नहीं उठाया था। असम में चुनाव के कारण आपने ये जरूर कहा था कि कैबिनेट के अंदर पहला फैसला होगा।
आसाम में भी हमने सीए का मुद्दा उठाया, मैंने खुद उठाया है, मगर आसाम सरकार ने कभी सीए का विरोध नहीं करा। यहाँ बंगाल सरकार ने विरोध किया था, इसलिए सीए का मुद्दा उठाना लाजमी है।
जी, ये थे गृह मंत्री अमित शाह, जिनका ये कहना है कि ये जनता बता रही है कि बंगाल में अब परिवर्तन हो रहा है। कैमरामैन अनिल जायसवाल के साथ हिमांशु मिश्रा, बंगाल आज तक।
After Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM mocked and attempted to guess what a man, a Muslim youth wearing a skull cap, was whispering into Prime Minister Modi's ears in a picture that's gone completely viral on social media, India Today has tracked down that man because Owaisi was saying, what is that man whispering in Modi's ear? Take a look.
A picture speaks 1,000 words, and in poll season can also lead to a war of words. That's exactly what has happened with this photograph of a man wearing a skull cap whispering something in Prime Minister Modi's ear on 3rd of April in battleground Bengal. It all started with AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi taunting the PM, asking what the man in the topi spoke to him about. Owaisi let his imagination and allegations run wild over the viral photo.
अभी थोड़े दिन पहले अखबार में आपने फोटो देखा होगा, एक मोदी जी के बाजू एक आदमी खड़ा हुआ है, सर पे टोपी है। मेरे को नहीं मालूम कि वो क्या है, कौन है, मैं तो आप जानते, मैं तो नहीं जानता। बोले क्या बोला होगा? तो उसने कान में कहा, मोदी जी मैं बांग्लादेशी नहीं हूं। किसी ने पूछा और क्या कहा होगा? तो उसने कहा, मोदी जी हम कागज नहीं दिखाएंगे एनआरसी एनपीआर के लिए।
But the reality was very different. And Owaisi was fact-checked by none other than the man in the photo with the Prime Minister, whom India Today tracked down. Hear from the horse's mouth, or in this case, Zulfikar Ali's mouth, on what transpired between him and the Prime Minister.
मैं उस वक्त बहुत भावुक हो गया था और मैं अपने आप को उस वक्त रोक भी नहीं पाया। मैंने बोला कि मेरा नाम जुल्फिकार अली है, तो उन्होंने कंधे पे हाथ रख दिया। वर्ड जो था, ये वर्ड था, सर मैं आपके साथ एक फोटो खिंचाना चाहता हूँ। तो मोदी जी ने इस तरह इशारा किया, हाँ देखिए। हाँ देखिए, उनके कैमरामैन्स थे, उनके फोटोग्राफर्स थे।
Every charge of Owaisi was ripped apart by Zulfikar. First charge was of not being Bangladeshi.
मुझे गर्व है, मैं हिंदुस्तानी हूँ, मुझे उससे ज़्यादा गर्व है, क्योंकि जो अपना देश का नहीं वो किसी का नहीं, ये हमारे इस्लाम में है। तो मुझे आपसे सर्टिफिकेट लेने की या किसी और से सर्टिफिकेट लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं कि आप मुझे।
Second charge was not showing papers for NRC.
कुछ काफ़ी विद्वान लोग बोल रहे हैं, जिन लोगों को सुना जाता है, जिन लोगों का फैन फॉलोइंग्स है, वो लोग मेरे बारे में बोल रहे हैं कि मैंने ऐसा कहा होगा, शायद मैं कागज़ नहीं दिखाऊंगा।
As the viral picture becomes a mega flashpoint, Home Minister Amit Shah also had some friendly advice for Owaisi.
ओवैसी जी की बहुत सारी टिप्पणियों पर मैं तो टिप्पणी नहीं करता, मैं उनको इतना ही कहता हूं, वो भी किसी हिंदू के साथ तस्वीर खिंचा ले जरा।
One photo, many voices, and bizarre conspiracy theories. Because in poll season, all's fair in love, war, and politics. With Surya Agni Roy, Bureau Report, India Today.
And now it's all about Mamta versus Owaisi. Now the Muslim youth in the skull cap is one thing, but Owaisi has also taken a direct shot at Mamta Banerjee in an interview to India Today that has set the cat among the pigeons. He spoke exclusively to India Today's Poulomi Saha, rebutting Mamta's charges against him and his party and comparing Mamta with Modi, saying they're both cut of the same cloth. Here's that exclusive interview. An angry new collision in Bengal's already seething political war zone. Newcomer into the battlefield, Hyderabad's Asaduddin Owaisi has opened fire using the heaviest weaponry possible.
In my opinion, there is no difference between Mamta Banerjee and Narendra Modi. They are two sides of one coin. One says that I'm Hindu nationalist, other says I'm a Hindu Brahman. तो ये हमारा हाल ऐसा है कि इन दो के बीच में हम फंसे हुए हैं.
And all this in an exclusive interview to India Today that has ignited another major eruption right before fourth phase polling in Bengal.
यही तो ममता बनर्जी की सबसे बड़ी क्रास हिपोक्रेसी और अपॉर्चुनिज्म है और इनका ये कम्युनल बिहेवियर है. ममता बनर्जी ने क्या कहा था कि मुसलमान गाय है, कभी लात भी मारती तो कभी दूध भी देती. आप हमको इंसान के तौर पे क्यों नहीं देखते बंगाल के मुसलमानों को? आप उनको जानवर क्यों समझते आप?
Owaisi, whose All India Majlis-e-Ittehadul Muslimin or AIMIM is contesting the Bengal elections for the first time from 6 assembly seats, has been getting angrier with each passing day over Mamta Banerjee's constant taunts, and he didn't hold back in this exclusive interview to me.
अगर वो सच्चाई से लड़े तो हमारा कोई एतराज नहीं है. एनी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी कैन फाइट अगेंस्ट ऑफ एनी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, लेकिन वो ऐसा नहीं करता है. दे आर द गुड फ्रेंड्स ऑफ बीजेपी, दे आर द ए टीम ऑफ बीजेपी.
बी टीम का मैच फिक्सिंग का इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं. अगर है प्रूफ तो लाइए ना. अगर बीजेपी ने मुझे पैसा दिया है तो मैं वादा कर रहा हूं ममता बनर्जी को कि 99% मैं उनके भतीजे को, जिसको भाईपो को दे दूंगा, 1% अपने लिए रख लूंगा. बताइए कहां है?
The Trinamool has been dismissive of Owaisi, but is aware of the impact his party had in the Bihar elections just last year. Owaisi's politics has for long been seen as beneficial to the BJP since it splits the so-called secular vote while consolidating the Hindu vote. In Bengal, Owaisi blames Mamta for strengthening the BJP.
आपने रिपोर्ट कार्ड में आप ये भी नहीं बता पाते कि हमने ये काम किया. आपने कुछ नहीं किया, उल्टा आपने बीजेपी को यहाँ पर स्ट्रेंथन कर दिया. बीजेपी को आपने बहुत बड़ा ग्राउंड दे दिया. 18 एमपी उनके जीत गए. अब बीजेपी यहाँ पर पूरा स्टेट जीतना चाहती है. तो ये इनकी बहुत बड़ी, ये इनकी गलतियों की वजह से हो रहा है.
As part of his two-way fire directed at Mamta and the BJP, Owaisi's latest is an attack on this viral image of Modi with a Muslim youth in Bengal, one that sparked this acidic response from the country's home minister.
ओवैसी जी की बहुत सारी टिप्पणियों पर मैं तो टिप्पणी नहीं करता, मैं उनको इतना ही कहता हूं, वो भी किसी हिंदू के साथ तस्वीर खिंचा ले जरा.
As Owaisi hits the campaign trail for 6 seats, his role in the unfolding saga will be one of the key things to watch for.
With Poulomi Saha in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
Thank you. Joining me live now from West Bengal, right before fourth phase polling that takes place tomorrow, Shatarupa, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Riju Datta, spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, Waris Pathan will be joining us in just a moment. He's the national spokesperson of the AIMIM, whose boss is Asaduddin Owaisi. Maulana Sayyid Il Qadri is the president of the Qadriya International Organization. Welcome to you all. Thank you for joining me. It's an interesting situation because you've got Owaisi versus Modi, you've got Owaisi versus Mamta, you've got Mamta saying that Owaisi is actually part of the BJP, he's the B team of the BJP, but Owaisi hits out at both the BJP and the Trinamool in equal measure. But there is, of course, an expert view about who benefits more from these barbs that come out of Team Owaisi. I'd like to come to you first, Shatarupa, because the viral image of that young man, that young Muslim youth, whispering something into the Prime Minister's ear is something that Owaisi picked up on. The image went viral. And now we've spoken to that youth as well, and he's turned out to be a Modi fan. What did you think of that?
Shiv, good evening to you. Thank you so much for making this viral today, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here discussing this beautiful picture. And I think this is, we keep saying that a picture speaks 1,000 words. I think this speaks 1,000,000 words to the Muslims, to the people who have been accusing us of being communal, of wanting to do away with the Muslim community in India. I don't know what all they've been keeping on and on accusing Bharatiya Janata Party of. Owaisi has been doing that, Trinamool's been doing that, Congress has been doing that. But basically, we have always been trying to say that BJP is a party which talks about sabka saath, sabka vikas. And vikas for everybody, for the last man in society also, is so evident in this picture where somebody who, normal people can't even go close to the Prime Minister considering the amount of security that is constantly surrounding him. Here is this gentleman quite close up and with the Prime Minister's hand on his shoulder, obviously wearing a skull cap. You people have had an interview with him. You know what he has said. So it is a clear proof that here is Bharatiya Janata Party ready to lend a ear, ready to hold out a hand on his shoulder. This is, I think, very symbolic. Contrary to what everybody else has been accusing of.
I want to ask.
Party. We stand for Bharat.
I want to ask Riju of the Trinamool what he thought of this. I know the Trinamool had nothing to do in this particular fracas. This image had gone viral independently, Riju. Then you had Owaisi. Then you had Mr. Owaisi who swooped in and made that challenging, that cheeky remark. What is this youth whispering in Modi's ear, as if to suggest it may be something negative. It turned out to be quite the opposite. Did this blow up in Owaisi's face, and how did the Trinamool view this?
See, Shiv, first of all, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi is not a factor in Bengal because we know that he has been fielded by the BJP to garner some of the Muslim votes. And it is not my words, it is the admission of the BJP MP Sakshi Maharaj who said Owaisi is our B team in Bihar. And I'm just reminding your viewers of that. The Prime Minister whose picture has gone viral with his hand on the shoulders of a Muslim youth is the same Prime Minister, again I'm reminding your viewers, who said from a public stage कि इनका कपड़ा देख के पता चलता है किसने आग लगाया है. And like my dear colleague, the BJP spokesperson said, and you also know and the world knows that the Prime Minister travels in SPG security and nobody can go inside his D zone. So everybody knows that this is nothing but a photo op which Owaisi is trying to get some electoral mileage out of it, and Modi ji is also trying to show his secular side by this photo op. It is nothing serious. These small gimmicks, these small tricks does not apply anymore in Bengal elections.
Are you saying,
the people of
Riju,
Bengal,
are you saying it's a fixed match? Are you saying it's a fixed match? Riju, is your allegation that this is a fixed match? We have Waris Pathan of the AIMIM also. So I'll get his reaction once you say that.
I will ask one simple question. Forget this single youth wearing a skull cap. Even if Waris Pathan Saab or even if Owaisi Saab is not invited to go near Narendra Modi, they cannot reach near Narendra Modi because he is the Prime Minister of this country. So it is nothing but a photo op.
Let's get...
It is a photo op. We know our Prime Minister waves hand with an AC tunnel. So it is nothing but a photo op for the world to show his secular side.
Welcoming Waris Pathan onto this discussion. Mr. Pathan, would you like to respond to the Trinamool? They say it's just a photo op, and you know the claim made by Owaisi has only benefited the BJP. This is a party, the Trinamool has been saying for a very long time that all that the team Owaisi does is benefit the BJP with all the comments that they make, including what Mr. Owaisi has said about this picture. Please respond.
Well, Shiv, let me tell you, the BJP and the TMC, they are both one and the same. There is no difference between them. Now, the Modi's picture, which is going viral, let me tell you, it is a pre-planned political stunt done by the BJP and Modi. How can a man go there with the SPG around, meet Modi and speak in his ear, say something to him? And let me tell you here, Shiv, Modi never listened to the Man Ki Baat of the Muslim community for so long. So why only prior to the election? Is this not a political stunt? The people of the country are not that fool. Everybody understand. Why does he do this? Why not in other public meetings? Why only here in the Bengal elections? Because there are reasons. This is appeasement. Is this not appeasement politics? Is this not trying to polarize the situation? And Owaisi Saab tweeted that what did the man tell him, Modi? He must have told, sir, I will not show you the NRCCA paper. He must have told that, sir, stop giving jumlas. He must have told Modi, sir. Any other thing he must have told.
This man has already said what he said.
So he must have told Modi, madam, allow me to make my point. Allow me. But here, if Modi is so much interested in Muslims, then why not give justice to the Muslims who have been languishing in jail for so many years? His own leaders in UP, in the name of love jihad, are arresting innocent Muslim youths and sending them to jail. Under the UPA draconian law, so many innocent Muslims have been arrested and sent to jail. So why this kind of hypocrisy and duplicacy is being shown by Modi during the election itself? Because they know somewhere down the line that
let's get a response from the BJP. Shatrupa, both the Trinamool and the MIM are saying this is all Jumla. This is all Jumla. This is all photo op. You know, nobody is buying this because the Prime Minister is an SPG protectee. So this is a fixed match. A fixed match hai. You're not fooling anyone is the allegation from both the Trinamool and the AIMM. Respond to that.
You see, BJP doesn't want to fool anybody. The point is, even if he is an SPG protectee and he has 3 layers of security, but if Modi ji wants to meet somebody, if somebody wants to meet Modi ji, and if it's pre-arranged, yes, somebody can go up close, obviously with the ring of the security around. And as far as the must-haves and this must-have spoken and this must-have happened, I think you have had an interview with the gentleman who's whispering to the Honorable Prime Minister. So I don't think there's very much left to imagination or to
I'll play out for our viewers what he has said also in a moment. Yeah, continue.
I can't hear you, Shiv. What did you say?
No, I said I'll play out for the benefit of our viewers what that young man said in a moment. But you finish your point. You finish your point.
We have put it in this person's head. He wanted to meet Modi ji. He met Modi ji. He said whatever he had to say, and nobody knows that what he said except Modi ji and him. Luckily, you people have got an interview with him, and he is very clear what he said. So please play it out to them. Don't me to say anything extra.
Where was the SPG? Where was the SPG? Can any person go and meet Modi and whisper something?
I just said where the SPG was. If you can't see, listen, you haven't had a Prime Minister, you've never interacted with the Prime Minister, you don't know how the SPG was. Allow me to tell you.
Why during the elections? Why not earlier? Why Man Ki Baat was not listened by the Prime Minister earlier? He's the Prime Minister of the country. He's the Prime Minister of every person, your, mine, of you, everybody. Then why now?
Why didn't you come to Modi ji earlier?
Why no Man Ki Baat?
That is
why no Man Ki Baat?
Okay.
Why is it irking you so much?
Why no Man Ki Baat prior to the elections?
Okay. Just for a moment, I want to play out for our viewers what that young man said. You know, both your points are taken, Waris Pathan and Shatrupa. Waris Pathan says, "Ye fixed match hai. there is nothing real about this. It was a pure photo op. But it is also true that we have spoken to this man. Now, you can call into credibility whether this man is a real fan, not a fan. He's been told to say this, he's been told to praise Prime Minister. All those things can be said in the political battlefield. But the fact is, we have spoken to him. Let's just listen. Let our viewers finally decide. Let's listen just for a small soundbite of what that boy said. Listen in.
उस दिन भी सैटरडे था और स्कल कैप मैं ऐसे बेसिकली पहनता नहीं हूँ. हर वक्त मैं ओवैसी जी हूँ नहीं, हर वक्त 5 टाइम का नमाजी हूँ नहीं, जो अपने धर्म का किसी तरह गलत प्रचार करूँ कि मैं मुसलमान हूँ. मुझे सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत नहीं किसी से.
Mr. Pathan, does that not count for anything? The youth is, he is clarifying. Are you saying that his word counts for nothing?
Well, Shiv, he was the Karyakarta of the Bhajapa. He was very much present there. How can anybody go on the tarmac under the protection of the SPG, meet Modi, whisper something in his ear? So this was all pre-planned, and why only prior to the election? And let him
finish.
expose the hypocrisy of the BJP. See, Modi is the Prime Minister of the entire country. He's your Prime Minister, my Prime Minister, everybody's. Then why only appeasement at this election time? Why not listen to the Mann Ki Baat of those people who have been languishing in jail for so many years? Your own people in the UP, Yogi is arresting innocent Muslims in the name of love jihad, sending them to jail. Why Modi is not saying something about that? Why Modi is silent on that issue? No, why Modi wants to give justice to the community? Why not the justice to the killers of Ikhlaq? Why not justice to the family of Ikhlaq? Why not justice to the family of Farooq Khan? Why, if Modi is so much worried about the Muslims, why not? Madam, kindly try to. Allow me to make my point, madam, please.
You want to talk to the
This is your frustration. This is your frustration which is being shown on the national television, madam. If the entire nation knows, how can a person go there and meet Modi, whisper something? So we said yes. He must have said.
Let me bring Riju in. Okay,
he must have said, Modi ji.
Both of you have made this point. We're going around in circles now on the same point. Okay, wait.
Modi ji, why don't you wear a skull cap?
One sec.
Because Modi used to wear a skull cap earlier.
Both those viewpoints have been taken.
I will not show you my papers of CA and NRC. Why Modi ji? When did you go?
Okay.
He must have asked him so many
things.
Varis
Pathan and Chatrupa, you made the point. Now we're going around in circles. We leave it for our viewers to decide. Our viewers are not fools. They also know what happens in politics. Let them take that decision, as per what they see in this image. You wanted to add something, Riju, on this? Because this has become a flashpoint between Owaisi and, Modi on this. So far, it's been the flavor of this political battle has been Modi and Mamta. Now you've got Owaisi jumping in also.
I'll just generalize things a bit. This word religion has become very important in our country in all elections, apparently. Now, everybody is interpreting this word in their own different way. For us, TMC, we have a saying that, your religion is personal, but your festivities are universal. That means the Constitution gives us the right to practice our own religion, but we share our festivities with each other. AIMIM, as per their name goes, is obviously a party which is representing a particular religion. Similarly, BJP is a party which represents a particular religion. So they are actually two sides of the same coin. And BJP, on the other hand, has turned religion into an institute. They have made religion a business. So bottom line is, I will just make a statement here. On 2nd of May, if religion wins in this country, then humanity will lose. And if humanity and people win on 2nd of May, then all religions will prosper in this country. Now it's for the people of Bengal and it's for the people of this country to decide where they want to take this country. Because we are not going anywhere. We are just going round and round in circles about a photo which was pre-planned.
Why are you, Riju? Why are you so scared of
statement? I want to
about you, Riju.
I just,
Why are you so scared of Hinduism?
Maulana Qadri is also with us. I wanted to take one comment from him. I apologize for coming to you late, sir. Do you have anything to add on this whole religious aspect, the youth with the skull cap whispering into Modi's ears, and what the political parties are saying about it, sir?
Zulfikar's statement is reality. He has confessed that I never wear the skull cap. But it was a fixed match. he has asked for his cap for the photo op. If Prime Minister Modi is so interested in giving respect and right to the Muslim community, he should have ensured that out of 300, at least 20 Muslim MPs have been elected from BJP. His jumlas have been exposed all over the country.
Okay.
He has nothing to say about Muslims.
Okay. So Shatrupa, it's basically 3 against 1 today, but but you're used to that. I'll give you the last word since it is a little imbalanced. Go ahead. Last 20 seconds to you, Shatrupa, then I have to close.
Thank you so much, Chief. All I can say is that contrary to whatever these 3 million people, however number of people think that BJP is against a particular community, BJP, I would like to clarify once and for all, as the spokesperson of BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party is Bharatiya Janatar Party, the people of Bharat, people of India. BJP is their party. So that party stands for everybody in India.
Okay.
We are against nobody, and we have proved it over and over again. Irrespective of what other politicians or other political parties might think, I think the people know very well that it is only Narendra Modi and the BJP which will talk to everybody, which will listen to everybody.
Images mean everything.
My personal advice to all your panelists: try talking to the Honorable Prime Minister. If you don't know how to, I will give the contact details.
Images. Okay. Out of time.
India has ever had.
Images and optics mean everything, especially on the eve of an election in a political campaign, whether it is a fixed match or whether it is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. We will leave it for the voters and the viewers to decide. Only a few short weeks left, ladies and gentlemen, until we don't have to discuss the elections anymore. There will be the next government in, and then we can move on with our lives. Thank you very much, Waris Pathan, Maulana Qadri, Shatrupa and Riju for joining me here on 5 Live. On the other side, I'm not moving away from Bengal. I'm staying right with this big state of war, because one of the defining aspects of this campaign has been the slogan war, viral slogan war between Didi and Dada this campaign.
India Today TV wins big at ENBA 2020. Bags the jury choice for...
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.